All right, welcome to Kingfisher Outdoors. This is Uncle Don. Today we're going to make pickled red onions, which I have right here. This is a very simple, very quick recipe. You can do this. This takes a little bit of cooking. I did another video. I'll put it on one of these corners. Just regular pickles, that's quicker. This requires a small bit of cooking, but not much. It's just boiling water. Almost everybody can boil water. So let's get into what you're going to need. You're going to need some white vinegar. You're going to need some water, some salt, and some thinly sliced red onions. And the prep on the red onions, I slice them very thin. They'll be ready in about 3 days once we put them in the pickling jar in the refrigerator. And so what we're going to do is slice them very thin. The thinner they are, of course, the quicker they will get the flavor and the chemical reaction that makes them a pickle. So that's it. Vinegar, salt, red onions, and I'm going to tell you what we had to do with that, and then water. So prep on the red onions. They're still steaming right now. I don't know if you can see it. So I sliced them very thinly. I put them in this bowl. I boiled water, and I dumped water over them and let it sit for 1 minute. Okay, 1 minute. So put the boiling water in there, let it sit for 1 minute, and drain it. Now it's ready to pickle. And I don't know the chemical process behind that, but I haven't tried it with just fresh red onions. But because these are so good, I'm willing just to boil the water and it doesn't take long. So we'll take our clean mason jar here, and we'll put a tablespoon of salt in here, right around a tablespoon, give or take. Again, this pickling process is not an exact science. So there we go. That's our tablespoon of salt. That's our salt for this. Then we're going to pack our red onions in there. Okay, now my favorite thing to put these on is barbecue. I have a smoker out back, and I like smoking meats, and I like pulled pork sandwiches and pork tenderloin sandwiches, and brisket. Man, this is good on. It's also good on hamburgers. Any kind of sandwich that is any kind of meat sandwich. You can ham sandwich, hamburgers, hot dogs. I think this is real good on it. I wouldn't put it on I wouldn't put it on a peanut butter sandwich, or fluffernutter sandwich. I never heard of such coming up. Those kids, you guys that grew up north or in the city where you had fluffernutter sandwiches, they taste very good, but we didn't get those. We didn't get those at Uncle Don's house. All right, so I'm packing it pretty tight in here. And you know, the tighter you pack it, the better, the more you're going to have. Also, when I'm making these for a 4th of July party that's coming up in, I don't know, a day or two, and these will be ready by then. And what'll happen when I put all this in the jar and put it in the fridge, then everything will turn this really bright pink, which looks really good on the table. And I feel like I make decent pulled pork butt, and but when I do that. When I put this kind of stuff on the table too, it's almost as popular as just the pork itself. This is very delicious. It adds a crisp, it adds the vinegary flavor to it, and it is excellent. So here we go. So our vegetables in here, this is the onion. It has been boiled, or boiling water has been put on it for 1 minute. Now we're going to fill it halfway up with white vinegar. Okay, about halfway, give or take. We're almost done. Now all we do is put in the water all the way to the top. Then we need a little lid. I'm going to borrow the lid off this joker. And I got a little onions, jamming them all in. I got some onions on the outside. I'll wash this off. I'll put it in the refrigerator, shake it up real good. I forgot to tell you, I put one little piece of garlic. I had some piece of garlic. I put that in there, and that'll affect it a little bit. This will go in the refrigerator for 3 days, and it'll be ready to put on some barbecue sandwiches. I also, one little tip, I like to put this in the door of the fridge so it agitates every time you open it. That's just one of the things. If you don't put it in the door, then open it up, shake it every day. Just go and shake it every day. If you're trying to get it quick, if it's over time, then it's fine. This will last about 30 days, according to what I've read. In the refrigerator, health-wise, safety-wise, it'll last 30 days. I've had it longer in there, but I've heard people say 30 days. But let me just tell you, if you have a group of friends like mine, this will not last 30 days. it will go a lot quicker than that. Okay, so that's it. Quick and easy recipe for pickled red onions. If this was helpful to you, please hit like. If you think you have a friend of yours that would like an easy recipe on that, you can share it with them, and hit subscribe. I appreciate it. I want to leave you with my final thought. Curious people are nicer than people who think they know everything. So take that, and most people are happiest when they're teaching or learning about something they like or they enjoy or something they're good at. So anyway, I'll leave you with that. This is Uncle Don signing off. Have a good one. God bless all y'all.